What's the right word? English is hard.
Welcome to episode 1 of Voicing Valiant, a podcast by the community for the community where we discuss everything Valiant, from Valcord to the games. I'm Chad.
And I'm bookworm. We had some pretty amazing games this week. Starting on Wednesday, despite losing, Fuel still took Dynasty to a map 5.
And on Thursday, Boston took New York to Game 5 and came out with a win.
On Friday, despite them being the other NA team, we still gotta root for the Gladiators for taking Dynasty to a map 5 and winning.
And Saturday, how do you even talk about any of the games? They were all map 5s and all quite amazing.
Yeah, I don't, I personally can't choose a favorite there. I feel like my favorite game this week for Valiant was definitely against Danisfield. I don't know about you.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Seeing them go against even Unco and us having Costa, it was a really neat little change.
It definitely hurt me to see Soon just snipe Unco, his former teammate, just like have
Yeah,
no
just
mercy.
it was kind of painful.
Yeah.
I was also upset that at the end they didn't show the Unco and Soon hug. They kind of skipped over
Oh, they
that.
did. That's mean. I would have loved to see
I was
that.
kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah. Like I feel like my favorite map of that series though was definitely Route 66, just cause like it soon really up like I don't know if he was trying to impress his former teammates or something from Rogue, but he only died once on attack, and he immediately got rezzed by Custa. I was about ready to scream, but I was watching that match at night since I had been busy in the morning and couldn't watch it, and I couldn't scream at 2 a.m.
Yeah, don't imagine many people would be happy about that. But I also agree. I think Route 66 was probably the best map of that series.
I think the stat from that map that impressed me the most though is like at the very end the caster said that Custa had only died twice in total and none on attack. So he was always alive and there to res anybody who had died. And I think they had seven. What was it on attack? They had 7 deaths in total, and they were all resed. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up later. Yeah. The listeners will. Yeah, the listeners will correct me later.
Can definitely see why they'd give Custa player of the match then.
He definitely deserved it. It was nice to see a support player get the player of the match instead of a DPS for once.
Yeah, I feel like we always see DPS and a couple tanks. It's very rare that they give it to any support players.
Custa and Space, their addition to the team has definitely improved the like unity in the team overall.
Oh, for sure. And I think Custa is integrated to the team a lot better than I originally expected to happen as
Yeah,
well.
I was
I was expecting there to be some bumps in the road.
yeah, I was a bit worried because he is just he's coming from a team that was on a pretty bad losing streak for a while. But he didn't let that drag him down. He definitely outperformed how he had in Danis. Uh, just it was amazing.
Oh yeah, he's very much impressed me since his joining on Valiant.
I really liked the Inside NA Valiant video of this week as well, since it focused on him and Bunny joining the team.
Mm-hmm. That's another addition, Bunny.
Yeah, but oh god,
He
Bunny.
he came out punching this week.
I'm still not mad that they didn't show his triple kill bomb on Volskaya until the replay. But I understand why the people who were running the cameras were on space at the time, I believe. Or see the space
Mm-hmm.
of fate. They were doing a dive in the back. See, that's what you think the kills are gonna be. But Bunny comes out of nowhere, sticks the bomb on Widow. gets the Mercy and the Zen as well. So he got a triple there.
And taking out the two supports basically just gave us the fight.
Yeah. Despite the fact that Volskaya was a tie, that game was stressful and it's just so
The whole match was pretty stressful, to be honest with you.
yeah. I had to get ready for the Valiant showcase, so I missed the last two maps until I came home and watched them at like 2 a.m. But I remember in the car on my way, I was like constantly checking the Discord to see people's reactions so I can tell from the reactions what our score was. And the second I saw the like GG, Dennis, you guys did good, or like something like I'm like, we won. We won.
Yeah, I was admittedly quite afraid the first two maps. Dallas came out swinging, and then we had halftime, and don't know what Coach Moon said to him.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Coach Moon. The he wasn't here at the beginning of stage 2, but he's definitely shown like the team in overall has definitely shown an improvement since he did join them.
Oh yeah, they're working more as a unit. The mood seems a lot better than it was last stage. We're looking a lot better.
Looking at the Inside NA Valiant video of this week and looking at these two players who he had his eyes on, I feel like he definitely made the right choice in bringing them onto the team.
Oh yeah, I will forever trust Coach Moon and Noah's decisions on roster changes
Like it hurt.
after this.
Yeah, it hurt to see the other players go, but it was definitely something the team needed.
Agreed. I don't think anyone wanted to see the people that left leave, but sometimes things just have to happen.
I feel like it also the fact that in the video they were just like kind of joking around and they definitely looked happier. Space is no joke that I'm just here so I don't get fined. And he immediately starts snapping, has this huge smile on his face. He's definitely having an amazing
Mm-hmm.
time being on the team now that he's 18 and with the people that he's playing with.
Then they also had the flip flop joke.
Oh god, I'm not even sure if we're allowed to like say the word that cuts the cause of flip flop.
Um, Not 100% sure. I think we'll just skip it just in case.
Yeah, but definitely go watch that video and see. Cause it's definitely wrong. That's not what you call a flip flop.
I am definitely looking forward to see what they give us in the next Inside Out Valiant.
I have always found the Inside NA Valiant videos to be very
I find them entertaining and
yes,
insightful.
insightful. That's the word. It definitely lives up to the name of Inside NA Valiant because we
Mm-hmm.
get to see the inside of it, and it's not something that most of the other teams have that they do on a regular basis.
I think a couple of the teams are starting to adopt it.
I think
Hopefully,
yeah.
hopefully they don't adopt the same thing we did in episode 3.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Lest we bring the wrath of Noah.
That's probably a good point. We'll edit that out.
Nah. Well, this is to tease him.
You said you went to the art gallery, yes?
Yeah, on Friday, the Annie Valiant fan art showcase in the Nuclear Scannery had a VIP, no, like, I guess party? I'm not sure. Reception, that's the word they use. For the players, some of the staff, the staff's family, and the artists that sent in the pieces to be in the charity showcase. Since I sent in something, I was invited, and I live close enough to go. Uh,
It's amazing.
I was so stressed out on the drive there because I was like, am I underdressed? Am I overdressed? Because the invite said cocktail casual, and I have no idea what cocktail casual is.
I couldn't tell you.
Exactly.
It's sort of like fancy, but not too fancy.
Yeah, and like I posted on Twitter, I was like, I don't know whether I'm gonna go overdressed or underdressed. And Steve, who is the one of the social media and like coordinators and managers, I keep forgetting his exact position name, but he pretty much runs the Twitter and stuff. He's
Pretty sure he's our resident meme lord.
Meme Lord, definitely. He saw the tweet and like responded that he was asked like he said it was confusing and he thinks that like jeans are fine as long as you have a nice shirt on. So I'm like even somebody who's working with Valiant didn't understand what cocktail casual was. And I it was like I found it amazing that that was one of the things I was stressed out the most about this January was if I was dressing correctly. But once I arrived, I kind of like calmed down. I walked around a bit. It's really nice setup. The bottom it's a two-story building type thing. The bottom floor has
Hmm.
the regular gallery with this one kind of like movable wall that had some of the Valiant pieces on it. And I got there was already some people there, just kind of walking around. I see Noah, but I'm like too scared to go up to him. So instead, I go to the second floor where the majority of the Valiant pieces are. And there, it was very beautiful. There were each piece had a no name tag next to it that said the name of the person, their age, their social media handle, and where they're from. And those are not the pieces that came from outside of California. I saw some from the UK, from France, from Florida. Like
Oh wow.
so, it was really amazing seeing just how like how Valiant has a reach on across the nation and on across the world.
Obviously wasn't able to go to the art gallery, but I have seen a lot of the pictures that people have been posting in the Discord, and so many talented artists.
It was really nice seeing them in person, and some of the other artists were there as well. So I got to talk to them for a bit, and it was really they were all really nice people there. I remember I was about to take a picture with my pieces to send to my mom, and I turned to the side and I see that the team had just arrived and they're walking up the stairs to put their stuff away in the back room. And I just like kind of freeze for a second, like, oh my god, it's them. Oh my god, it's them.
Little starstruck.
Pretty much, because these are people that I have a lot of respect for.
Oh
And
yeah.
to see them in person was I kind of couldn't I knew they were going to be there, but I couldn't believe that they were there.
And then you got some pictures with some of them,
Yeah,
didn't you?
I was a little shy to ask for them for like ask pictures because I didn't want to bug them after they came back from a game. They might have been tired. I understood that this was like a public event they knew of beforehand, so it's something they were ready to do. But I'm a shy little artist. I managed to get a picture with Verbo, Kareev, Agility, Space, and Noah himself.
It's a pretty good lineup.
Yeah. I did end up having to go up to Noah because he was ended up approaching me instead. Earlier that night, I had taken a selfie just to show the server that I was at the gallery at the moment, and I guess he had seen that because I was just walking around and he walks up to me like, "Hey, I recognized you." I'm like, oh my god, it's Noah, it's Noah." I was like kind of freaking out inside, and it was very nice meeting him. He was very sweet. Oh, it's kind of interesting meeting somebody you admire in person. So I was definitely freaking out. I got to talk to him a few times throughout the night, and I ended up mentioning that I was working on the podcast, and he was very excited to listen to the first episode, which got me excited to sit down and record this with you. We uh we were all ushered to the first floor around the time that the players were arriving because they were going to have a talk about what the gallery was, how all the pieces will be benefiting St. Jude's and are on a silent auction. And at one point, Noah goes up to speak and he mentions that with Valiant, he doesn't want it to just be a team, that he wanted it to be a community, that he wanted two Valiant fans to meet for the first time and be able to be instant friends. And it reminds me earlier that night when I was still on my way walking from the parking lot, I ran into somebody else who was also going to the event. And we just started talking about Valiant, about Overwatch League, and like we had known each other for months or even years. It was very natural to talk to them. So I really feel like Valiant is becoming the community he wanted, especially with that event. It was amazing.
I'd say so. I saw the Snapchat, which I cannot for the life of me remember the link to at the moment. But I saw that they had one where it was Custa signing the snap of Custa signing your book.
Yeah, that was it was very funny because I saw the lady taking the video, and I see her taking the video, and I hear her coming over to him. It's like, hey, can you sign the snap? And I'm like, okay, whatever. And I could walk. I'm walking away, like trying not to be obvious that I'm eavesdropping. And I
Mm-hmm.
see her like show Steve, and she's like, no, I got him to sign the snap of him signing the book. And it's like, oh, that's so meta. It's like it was so like nice seeing how excited she was over getting that. It was a really nice video, and like it was later that night she was showing somebody else that, and I was walking by, so I just like held up my book and she's like, oh, it's her.
Well, it does sound like a great time. What is
Yeah.
the? I can't remember. What are the next events that are happening? I know we've got a couple lined up.
Yeah, well, the gallery is technically still ongoing. I think it ends Sunday the 15th, which is today, but I'll have to check again. It might go on for a while longer. No, wait, it ends on the 20th. So
Oh,
yeah, if anyone wants to check out the silent auction, it is online. 100% of the proceeds will be benefiting St. Jude's Children's Research Hospitals, and all the unsold items will be in the Valiant campus itself. So yeah, it ends Pacific Standard Time. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Uh, don't ask me to say that word. You're saying that word next time.
yeah, it's not a very fun word. And then the next event we've got is the community block party coming up, isn't it? On Saturday, May the 5th.
Yeah, May the 5th. Oh, wait. Cinco de Mayo. Oh, no. I hope I can make it. Cause I'm,
That's probably why they've got somber on the front.
yeah. Like, Cinco de Mayo is more of an American tradition than it is a Mexican. But, so I don't know if I don't know. But sometimes we like to have like carne asadas and stuff. So I'm hoping I can somehow whittle my way out of that and go to the Valiant block party instead. Because I live close enough. I might as well go to these events. They're wonderful events.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and I believe
they seem
yeah,
they seem really well put together and like a lot of fun.
I believe the event after that is the um women's gaming summit. That's on the 7th. Yeah,
Yes.
that one I'm definitely gonna try to go to. If I remember correctly, Cass, she is the staff member who runs the VC voice chat viewing party on Discord. She will be there that
Mm-hmm.
day, and I definitely want to meet her.
Oh, I'd say so. I love when she comes into the chat and she's always got that. It's always, hey guys, stepping in a moment, and then she kind of just
Yeah, she is a wonderful person.
tells people to stop.
Like she's a staff member, a mod, and like she can put a stop to anything, but at the same time she makes it funny. By the way, guys,
Mm-hmm.
soon is actually like 30 squirrels in a trench coat. You didn't hear that from me though. It's totally Cass.
I love the spams she does in the text chat or text viewing parties.
Oh, the text viewing
Rather,
spams. Oh god. Spam this so this person gets energy type things.
yeah, we have a lot of fun in Valcord. And now, starting with what we've got coming up, the first match of the next week is us versus Gladiators in the next Battle of LA.
I feel like with that one, we're gonna come up on top. I'm totally not being biased.
Um, I'm gonna my prediction for it is gonna be I'm gonna say we're gonna take it 3-1.
3-1.
Gladiators are looking good, but I have faith in us.
Yeah. Valiant has shown a lot of improvement and they've had a lot of changes. So I don't think, even though that Gladiators has a former teammate from Valiant, I don't think they'll be able to. be able to figure out what Valiant's gonna throw at them. So honestly, I feel like it's gonna go to like 3-2. Map 5 definitely.
Yeah, it would definitely bring more energy for a map 5.
Yeah. And then
I know that the crowd's going to be excited.
what I'm really mad about is that it seems that every battle of LA is on a Wednesday. Like I can't make it to those games. I can't make it to the ones in the middle of the week. I know a lot of people can make it if they live in the area, and you know what? LA is where the arena is located, so they can make it. But I live an hour away,
Mm-hmm.
so I have issues arriving.
I'm all the way on the other side of the country. You have a better chance making it than I do.
Yeah, I'm here complaining about not being able to make it because I live an hour away and it's on a Wednesday, but you're on the other side. We have a 3-hour time difference.
If I left now, I might be able to make it in time.
Walk across the country just to make it to a Battle of LA. Oh god,
It'd almost be worth it.
probably.
Because it's going to be Soon and Surefour, two of my favorite players.
Oh, that's gonna be a nice little battle to watch.
Agreed. And then later in that week, Saturday, we go against London.
I'm worried about that one. I have a lot of faith in Valiant, but Spitfire has been really, really tough this entire inaugural season.
Oh, yeah. I think that that's going to be a bit of a tough game. I do think that we'll be able to take it. I think it's going to go all the way, though. Map 5.
Definitely map 5. I feel like it's gonna come out with like map what's it called, map 3 on map 5, just everything.
I think it's going to be a very exciting match.
It's gonna be an exciting week in general.
Oh,
And
yeah.
if I remember correctly, it's a Wednesday and then a Saturday match. So we get like 2 days to stress over how things are gonna go down in Spitfire.
That's very true. I didn't actually notice that. I need to learn my days better, I guess.
They all end in day. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Now, moving on to VV Talk, which is a section where fans can send in questions and topics for us to discuss. Uh, Obviously, this is our first episode, so we can't really do that. So instead, we will most of talk about this Overwatch League MVP and why it should be soon. Nah.
Oh, yeah, it should always be soon.
Who am I kidding? I'm a support main. I want Kareev to get it, or Custa.
I'd be down for any of LA Valiant getting it, to be honest.
It'd be nice if anybody from NA Valiant, but I'm a support main. I want my supports to get it.
But looking through the hashtag real quick on Twitter, all I'm seeing is a bunch of XQC.
He's not even in the league anymore. Come on, guys.
So what?
A meme can only go so far.
Yeah, give it a week, then we'll get some serious.
Probably. So like anybody but XQC, please tell me you see us soon.
I'm seeing a lot of Jonak.
I'm not surprised. Jonak's been doing amazing.
Mostly just seeing XQC and Jonak. Oh, here we go. Tazon Day said he's voting for Soon.
Nice.
He might be a little biased, but
hey, any vote for Soon is a good vote.
Isn't that the truth? Oh, here's some Surefour. Audrey would be happy about that one.
Yeah. Our trader, resident Audrey, moderator of Valcord, yet she roots for gladiators.
And Houston.
I've been betrayed. Chad, I can't go on.
I'm sure we'll convince her to become a Valiant fan soon.
Using soon? Quick, edit that out. Quick, edit that out. Quick, edit that out. Quick, edit.
Welcome to the cringy part of our podcast, where we just sit here and try and be funny for a little bit.
I mean, it's like basically, VV Talk is basically our open mic section.
Yeah.
Where we do topics that don't necessarily pertain to Valiant, or topics that do, but are fan introduced to us.
Where could they go to send us some of these topics?
Nice transition there, Chad. You can send us these topics using the hashtag VVTalk, and I'm gonna go be mad at myself for letting myself get to this point where I'm using the fake caster voice.
You can also DM us at Voicing Valiant on Twitter. We also sometimes ask questions in the Val Discord, which if you're not part of, you definitely should be.
If you are a super fan on the Valiant Discord, you are getting access to a special little channel. It's very easy to get the super fan role. You just have to talk and get what is it, level 10 on the bot,
Yes.
and there we do a lot of talking. We take questions there as well. But your best bet to try to get your questions or topics is using the hashtag VVTalk. Thank you guys for listening to our first episode. We're sorry it's a little short, a little choppy. As time goes on, we hope to bring you even better content than we did this episode. And thank you again so much for listening.
For information on when our episodes go live, follow us on Twitter at Voicing Valiant. For information on more things Valiant, you can find them on Twitter at LA Valiant, on Facebook at LA Valiant, on YouTube at LA Valiant, on Instagram at LA Valiant, on Twitch at LA Valiant, Reddit at LA Valiant, and Snapchat at LA Valiant. They're not very original with these URLs.
Is there any place still not found?